First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he opts to not.
Don't love the front office. I think I moved.
Start at the 25.
A star left tackle. In this league, you can do everything right and be bad at left tackle and quarterback, and you're bad. You can do everything wrong, and I get Deshaun and a good left tackle, Larry Tunsil, and I'm like, I'm a draft away from being okay if I can solve the offensive front.
What grade are you giving the Jaguars at the moment?
Should be better, but a B-. I mean, again, you got the #1 pick. You're going to get Trevor Lawrence, and you got $73 million in cap space. This should be an A++ job, but there's just an apathy around the organization. I mean, here's an organization that's in one winning season for 13 years. They kept their GM, they kept their coach. It's a college football, high school football town. And so there's no demand for...
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson.
Damn.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
What's wrong with me, loaded, bro?
Picked off by Anthony Walker. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
About 8 interceptions in the past, man.
Lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Watson.
Play. Good play.
Go down. They sack
him
back right around the 30. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Watson just beating the play clock. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Mack. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll be stopped after a
Keep it inside. Keep it inside.
Down to the 15-yard line.
It's up there, Rich.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flushed out right.
God damn it. Great pass. Did not see him. Good pass, watch.
Off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I need to work. I need to work. Man, I need it. Good play. He running.
They'll run here with Taylor.
He's running.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 3-yard line.
Now Watson. Feeling the pressure
Play.
here.
I was going to sit in front of her, boy. I was hoping to get it.
That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Okay, let's just do it this way.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Out of the gun, Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Ooh, I thought it was going to be a safety, boy. I had to come out. That was one of them weird deals. One of them weird situations right there.
Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
DeForest Buckner in
I'm
on the
going to play
tackle.
smart.
Well, he got
We
what he
need to play
could
smarter
there, just
all
trying to
yesterday.
move forward and gain a little bit
Wasn't
of
into
yardage
it.
and create some space.
Wasn't
You
into
know
it.
the pressure is going to be tough
Gotta get back
defensively.
into it. Gotta get
The
back into
last
it.
run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Nice read, DeForest.
Be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice read, boy.
Tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
To avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will.
Beautiful.
Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Rookie 2nd rounder is J.K. Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 16-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson.
Woo!
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, Diaz. What you do? Oh, my God. Boy, I need to be playing this game.
For a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Jackson to throw.
Beautiful.
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
Jackson on 1st down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Down, Ravens.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Throwing is Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
On second down now.
Oh, man. This motherfucker getting blocked.
It's going to leave him with a third and
tackle me.
to go.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Flush to his right. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Oh, yeah, you're still teaching me on these RPOs. Was that an RPO or was that a design quarterback run the whole way?
I think it was an RPO, and a lot of times we have to distinguish RPO, zone read, all those things that come with it. But to me, this was a play call from the coach that said, here it is, now make the right decision. And that's exactly what he did.
Indeed, he did, and able to convert on third down.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, here's the option.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure.
You know he out of bounds. I'm going to say, you call that shit in, man.
That's a tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. The left side completion to Jones.
Come on, we should have been had that goddamn
tackle. He's
tackle.
taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Shit.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10.
Slip through that, Ingram.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Quick strikeout wide.
Oh, man, make the block.
35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10.
Ah, he got me. Good job, good job, good job.
And he goes down. Darius Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
The blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson going to take this himself. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The give to Mark Ingram.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
DeForest Buckner. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Jackson going to run. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. A slant to Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run with Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Well, good-looking return set up here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there.
Good play. Good play. Good play.
We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Watson dancing to his left. Looking deep for Hilton.
Play,
and Watson throws another interception.
Get up.
Marcus Peters.
Play, Peters.
The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not.
That's more like Mario eating football right there.
But you know who's really upset on their team?
That's what it looks
defense.
like.
Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be
we was doing yesterday. What we were doing yesterday. That's more like Mario eating football right there. Shit.
All the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Fuck was we doing?
J.K. Dobbins. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. As the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Come on, make the tackle, man. You reacting good. You got to make the tackle.
And the extra effort moves the sticks. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. This one into the hands of Burton.
Good play.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 18-yard line.
Come on. All right, he running.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Matt. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
3rd and 7.
Now it's Watson. And Jones has it over the middle. Yeah, this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson.
Good play, boy. Way to be there.
So certainly an interesting call.
Way to be there.
For it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive,
the fuck is this shit?
Digging in our second half blowout.
The fuck is this shit?
Jackson now.
The fuck?
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he
What
is
are we doing?
into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Touchdown. Nick Boyle, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
28.
Tucker with the extra point, and it is 28-0.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
What is going on here? Are they serious?
Really? What are we doing?
First down, and they're in punt
Oh,
formation.
wow. You tripping.
And just a single punt for him in the
What's
loss
wrong, Steve? You mad?
as he sends this one away.
Leave the damn ball alone.
And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Fuck you doing, Steve? Oh, boy. Play ball now. Play football. What you gonna do?
Set at the line for this next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road's
true.
to be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
Complete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to
Do that shit on here. I'm gonna get your ass now. I'm do that shit right here now.
3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead.
Oh, you tripping.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
You might well quit. That's what you're gonna do.
84 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions.
Come on, Steve. Play football for real. What you doing, man?
That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going.
Oh, you're frustrated. You might well work on your game. Work on the next game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Play football, man.
The Colts come
go ahead and play.
ready to start their next
all right.
drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
That's caught at the 25.
Oh, wow.
A huge play that time for the Colts. 52 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right.
The play.
That's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, They brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that.
Try way to be there up in the cutback lane. Good job.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor.
Come on, get out the block.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm trying something new. Shit.
1st down and goal to go.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Colts, nothing.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I do.
Oh my God!
We enjoy
Oh,
the table. So maybe the best
you can't miss that hole. You can't miss it.
The performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
It's 3rd down.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Jackson will throw again.
Good play.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Hilton. And his pass is intercepted for the
Oh, my God, what a pick.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right
Oh, my God, what a pick.
Calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Ingram again, a 1st down carry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try to run some clock.
I should have just threw the guy down.
That play going absolutely nowhere as he's belting before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. To throw is Jackson.
Good play. Good play.
For the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right.
Good play.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Oh, but there is a marker.
I hit him as soon as he threw the ball. It's not a goddamn flag.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he will have the Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Baltimore.
The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. To throw again is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.